All right, so it's time to talk Game 5s for the championship series for American League and National League. Both series are getting really intense with the way it's going. Both series are 3-2 now in favor of one team. So let's get into it. Let's talk National League first this time. The Dodgers facing elimination. They were down 3-1 coming into this. They rise to the occasion and they win 11-2 over the Atlanta Braves in LA. And I got to give it to the Dodgers. I mean, I don't like the Dodgers by any means, but I will say, when they're facing elimination or they have their backs up against the wall, they know how to win. And obviously, they still have a long way to go if they're going to win this series, right? They're going to be facing elimination for the rest of this series no matter what. But, I mean, you look at last year, it was the same matchup. It was 3-1 in favor of the Braves. And I personally am rooting for the Braves. I feel bad for Atlanta sports fans. They lost the Super Bowl with a 28-3 lead. They've lost 2 hockey teams to relocation. I know what relocation feels like. I feel for them. And the Braves obviously have kind of gotten screwed over too. I mean, you look at last year, it was really their own faults, but they blew a 3-1 lead. And, I mean, they were up 3-1, and now they lost really badly. 11-2 was the final. 17 hits in the game for LA, 5 for Atlanta. And, I mean, that's tough. If you're an Atlanta fan, although you're going to be, really... You have 2 games of leeway, really, left. You still got to be nervous, and I think also you just got to work on pitching. That's the main issue in this game. They had a hot start. They got the first 2 runs of the game, but it went south from there. 11-2 is the final. Pitching matchup was Joe Kelly, who usually comes out of the bullpen, and Max Fried for the Braves. He had a really good regular season. Freddie Freeman got a 2-run homer in the top of the first inning. And, I mean, he started off the series slow, and as of late, he's been good. Unfortunately, those would be the only runs for Atlanta in this game. Joe Kelly exited the game pretty early. He didn't look too good out there in terms of his arm and whatnot. So hope he's all right. A.J. Pollock got the Dodgers on the board in the bottom of the second with a solo homer. So that's what I'm talking about. They're able to produce runs early in these elimination games. Then Chris Taylor got a 2-run homer, which put the Dodgers up 3-2 in the bottom of the second. Big bottom of the second for the Dodgers. Good defense for them as well. Chris Taylor got an RBI right off the middle of the bat into center that scored in a run. So that made it 4-2 LA. And then Chris Taylor got his second home run of the game, which he's been great all playoffs. I mean, I could see him as the NLCS MVP if they end up winning the series, but that's, in the future. 6-2 at that point, 7-2 after his third. Chris Taylor was a monster in this game. His third home run. I mean, I think definitely this guy is the reason why the Dodgers are here right now, for sure. This all playoffs. He's been tailor-made, if you will. He was the first player with 3 home runs in a potential postseason elimination game, and that's pretty crazy to think about. Trey Turner got an RBI 8-2, and then A.J. Pollock just absolutely smoked one for his second home run, 11-2. Just a bad game for Atlanta. Very forgettable for them, but not forgettable if they end up losing this series. That's the one they want back. Let's go American League. Astros get the series edge over the Red Sox. Red Sox offense really dormant as of late. Red Sox and Astros were tied going into this 2-2, and so Astros, with this victory, are 1 win away from clinching a World Series berth and winning the American League pennant. You had Chris Sale on the mound versus Framber Valdez, and Yordan Alvarez got a solo homer. He's been good all playoffs in the top of the second inning, put Houston up 1-0. And, not a lot of offense in this game until later. Yordan Alvarez got another RBI opportunity off the end of the bat. He got a 2-run double into left field. It was a really, really good hit, and that made it 3-0 Astros. And then Yuli Gurriel got an RBI as well, so it was 4-0 and then 6-0 after Jose Siri smoked one into right field just off the end of the bat, and it made it 6-0. Then Michael Brantley came up in the top of the 7th and made it 7-0. I mean, Red Sox pitching and bullpen is kind of known to not be super strong, but I mean, in a playoff game, you got to be more strong than this. He hit one into center, and that was off Hanzo Robles. Rafael Devers did get the Red Sox on the board with a solo homer down the right field line, so it made it 7-1. He's been good all playoffs as well. I honestly feel bad that they're losing because he's just been so good, and so have these other players. Yuli Gurriel got a 2-run single in the top of the 9th, which made it 9-1, and from there it was over. The Astros won. So anyways, guys, I think that's it. Game 5s have concluded. We're gonna have an interesting end of the postseason when it comes around. and we finally reached the World Series. So anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts on this. I'll see you guys later, and yeah, peace out.